It's funny how I'm over there instead of. I thought I'd be on this side when I tested this thing out. I tested this camera out. It had me over on the opposite. It had me like on the opposite end there. It's weird. Oh well. Anyway, this is your boy King Gabe here. Here with a very, very belated birthday stream here for me. As almost kind of make me think of when Cusco Topia, complete with water slide. Don't you get it? It's my birthday gift to me. Yay for me! All for me! Yeah, ooh, but you know what? Actually, I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I mentioned it before here, but if I had grown up a little differently, um, chances are Cusco would actually be me in another universe there. Because yeah, I will admit I was kind of spoiled growing up there, kind of a lot of stuff. But unlike Cusco, though, even though I was spoiled, there were they I still got told no at times, and there was sometimes I didn't get a lot. There was sometimes I wouldn't always get the thing I was trying to get. Um, so yeah, that's I think it's that's so yeah. If things were different, like if things had turned out differently, I would have ended up like Cusco growing up. So yeah, so technically, I kind of came out more like coming to America. A king. He got everything just like Cusco. But when he grew up, he kind of got tired of it. It was like, Father, don't you think it is about time that I start doing things for myself? I mean, be able to wash myself. Although I do, but although I will admit I do enjoy the bathing. I'll say so. Yeah, I kind of came more like a king there. In reality, there. So yeah, at least the turnout wasn't so bad. They're going that direction, but yeah, in another universe, yeah, King Gabe would have been pretty much Cusco. Yeah, I guess if I grew up in the Disney universe, they say, yeah, then some Pacha guy would have to show up and teach me how to be humble there. So yeah, after I get turned into a llama. So yeah. So anyway, here we're gonna go into this stream here. I'm gonna first start off with uh, this this is a little gift. This is a gift bag I got from Big Sis Casey here. I did get gifts from others, like of course my wife, obviously, from my family and a few others there. Of course, like I say, most of and a lot of people did wish me happy birthday. Most of the other gifts I got kind of personal gifts there. You probably can figure it out when I said that. But but this is the one that I will show here. That's not well I say well I guess personal or private there. So this is the one that I will show. Uh, yeah. So this is what I got from Case here. Now, of course, you guys have seen this guy in the thumbnail, and he was also on when I was talking about the Patreon exclusive that'll be coming soon to the channel. He was on that video in the little thumbnail for that, kind of. But he's also in the thumbnail for this live stream there. So you kind of knew something like this was going to come, and and there's a few things I'm going to be doing with old Doctor Strange here, there, along with my other plush toys there. I'm going to, like I say, we are going to get some edited videos, um, about with the books and everything, stuff like that. And also try to get some videos with Brownie them back. Probably even have a Brownie meets Doctor Strange kind of thing. I got to come up with something for that there. So, yep, Doctor Strange there. This actually was given um, what happened? Well, the day before my birthday was a Sunday because that was when I saw Kate. We said church and everything, and that she gave me this. But I got this actually that following Tuesday because she forgot to put it in the bag there, put them in the bag. So I got this the following Tuesday there. So yeah, it's really neat there. Got material and everything. Got a nice little cape and everything. Yeah. Even got the way he's dressed in the movie and stuff like that. Surprising that he's not in Avengers Doomsday though. That's kind of, I guess, because I think maybe because I know the last Doctor Strange movie we got with Multiverse of Madness and um in the post credit scene he went off with he had like this third eye opened up on his head. He went off with some lady there somewhere. So don't know what that's all gonna be all about, but I guess maybe that explains why he's not in Doomsday. So he might be off. Who knows where? Maybe we'll hear about that in the third Doctor Strange movie. I'm assuming it's gonna come either before or after Avengers: Secret Wars, though, because it's supposed to be next year. It's supposed to be Doomsday in 2026. They got a new Spider-Man movie that's going to come right after it. Then in 2027, we're going to get Secret Wars. So maybe his movie will be coming at some point before Secret Wars, or it could possibly be after. But I'm assuming it's probably going to be before. It's probably going to lead into Secret Wars there because Doctor Strange dealing with all those multiverse stuff in the second movie. Yeah, it would kind of make sense to lead into something like Secret Wars since that's supposed to also kind of tie in with this multiverse, sort of like the Doomsday one is there. So yeah, it's kind of putting. I'm assuming this is gonna put the close on the multiverse saga, and I guess they'll open up like I guess like with the mutants and stuff, the MCU X Men. Because right now, they're having cameos from the other X Men for Avenger Doomsday. Um, so yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do. Maybe we might still get multiverse cameos in other future movies, but I think it's gonna be more focused with the X Men after all of this. There, never know. There could be something like that. No telling what Marvel might do at this point. There, so yeah. So that was the good doctor. And even got the Eye of Wagamoto. Yeah. So, put that. It almost make his feet and legs look kind of animal like there, because it's all black down there, a plushy form. And let's see, let's say these two. So one thing about good old Case, she really loves trinkets and stuff. Let's see. Okay, this is one of the things in here. It's a little magnet. Don't be stressing. You're a blessing. I guess you say it. Don't be stressing. You're a blessing. That's one. That's one little reminder there. Let's be say give us something to put on the refrigerator there. And got these little silicone cable protectors supposed to be for your phone there. Gonna open them up and see how these work. Yes. And this is the first, and I don't, well, actually, I don't think I opened them up earlier. So, but I know she was telling me about them. Then she also said that I think she said one of them I think kind of could share these with Christina there, for her phone and everything. Possibly this one. I'm not sure which one, or she might just, I guess, pick one there. You never know. I think so. I think this is. I know this is supposed to be one of Stitch's cousins. I'm not sure which one. It's from the movie Stitch, and of course you got Stitch himself. And I think next to him, I think that's Lilo's doll that she has, like especially in the first movie. Yep. Bring it down a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, let's see how these work. I think you're supposed to. I think it's supposed to like open up. Not sure how exactly. Let me. Yeah. Okay. I got my cable right here. I guess you just kind of. I'm gonna plug the phones. I can do this. Hmm. Okay. Maybe Hmm. Try to see how you do that, eh? Okay. I don't want to break this. So, okay, I guess you just kind of open it up a little bit, kind of put it in there almost like a hot dog, kind of. Yes, yeah. I don't know. Maybe this cord might be a little on the big side. Maybe the cord's too big for it. So I think that's supposed to be how it does there. Thank you. And the case, if you want, as a hope you get to see this on the replays there. Let me know if I got this right here, or I might just take a picture and send it to you there, just in case. Then, yeah, of how I try to put this on. It might even see. I would think there'd be some way to. It's supposed to be cable in protectors, so decorate and protect your cables. Huh. There's no. Thought maybe there was like a maybe show like where maybe it would show you where on the cable you put it. It's the cable in, so huh. Or I guess maybe you just do. Maybe it's just supposed to be like that. I guess when it's not plugged in or something. It's, let's see, maybe I thought maybe this in here kind of opened up there. Yeah, it does. It is opening up. It's sort of It's sort of opening up like a hot dog, though. Yeah, that's one thing about the live stream. I can't edit this part out because if this was my toy review, I would be able to go back and take a portion of this out. My edited toy reviews. So let's see, maybe this is maybe it's just the cord is too big. Might need a smaller cord for that to work with it. The way the cord looks on here, it looks like it's smaller. Tell you what, hold on a sec. Now this is the Wi-Fi connector cord, but it's a little thinner. This might no, I'll take that back. It's kind of thick too. Yeah, I think this works with smaller cords. There, I think that's what it is. Yeah, leave it to me to get the big cord. Oh dear. So, oh, excuse me. So, yeah, I think this. So I'm just gonna take them off. Just gonna take them out of the packaging here, so I can try them out a little bit later. Yeah, see, but the packaging as what's his name say the stitch cabling and protectors. Decorate and protect your cables. And on the back of that, we got information, stitch, decorate your cables, and silicone cable in protectors, and facts and details. We love that. So, yeah, it looks like that's how, yeah, they all kind of open up like that, kind of hot dog style there. Let's see. Stitch look like he a little bit bigger. He might work. He might actually. Let's see what you can do, Stitch. Yeah, I guess that's the way it's, or maybe this is just the way it's supposed to be in there. Yeah, because the way Stitch look, I don't know. Okay, I think it's just like smaller cables there, or thinner cables. I mean, okay, no biggie though. They still look nice though. These are nice little trinkets though. Now I'm saving these for last. Set this down here. So, so some of y'all may know about this, but got me what's it, Lacana trading card game. Sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh, but with the Disney characters there. Matter of fact, I even see you got Scar and Crunk on there. Oh, look at that. We're a trading card game now. Get the. You laugh so much similar to my brother. So yeah, probably got so it's sort of like it's like a little post. I think you're supposed to be able to play it there. Now also speaking of a trading card, also got a Super Mario Brothers card game. A power up card game. I summon Super Mario in attack mode. I'm so used to. Now I've actually had other card games besides Yu-Gi-Oh. Matter of fact, before Yu-Gi-Oh came out, I actually I had Pokemon cards and I did have some Digimon cards. The problem was I had no idea how to play it. I actually did try. I tried to play the Pokemon card game, but I never did really get it there. Um, but I did collect. But I had a lot of them though, because like I say, I like Pokemon, and yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? And eventually, I just with the Pokemon cards, I just started playing Go Fish with them. You got any Pikachu? So that was the only way I was able to play the Pokemon card game. Um, Digimon, I like Pokemon. I didn't really get it much. But I mostly got the Digimon cards because of Tamers. So when they did the Digimodify thing, I'd be imagining, swiping different cards and stuff, and even made my own Digimon cards to use and stuff like that, mixed in with the ones I was getting. So yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh was the only card game that I actually learned how to play and actually can still play up to this day. So who knows? Maybe we might possibly learn this. Let's see what this look like on in here. Say, so ready to play deck. Got 2 foils there. Way of opening it. So let's see. Yeah, it is. It's just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Got a little deck of cards and everything with the Disney characters. What's up, Janara? Great to see you there. I definitely apologize. I meant to. I always usually put a. Oh, okay. Congratulations. Okay, Lily Creston. So, guess now the whole family's in the live stream now. Yeah, but yeah, I usually put a reminder like before 8 o'clock, like usually early in the afternoon. I have a reminder post up and everything, but I had forgot to put that up there because I meant to put it up after I did because I did a surprise live stream earlier this evening with some cookie crumble. They, oh okay. But I did earlier. I did a stream tasting a couple of cookie crumbles, a snickerdoodle, and the confetti cake cookie from Cookie Crumble. Um, and I did mention about the stream in there, but I was still gonna post it after I finished that one. Um, so yeah, I forgot there. Oh, well, what we're doing for this? Like I say, it's my birthday stream. My birthday was March the 31st, but like I say, I'm on. As they, I was still at work and stuff like that that week. So this week I'm on vacation, so I'm doing like a belated birthday celebration, and we're doing a showing some different things I got for my birthday this year, and I'm gonna talk about my birthday history, different birthdays I've had up to now, 37 years of birthday history. So yeah, that's what's going on there for this stream here. That's what's pretty much been up there. Been kind of celebrating birthday, doing a few things here when they like going to see Snow White and stuff. So let's see what these cards are like here. This is the Disney's version of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what Casey told me when she was talking to me about something there. Okay, so I like the back of these cards. It's real good. Where will my life begin? So we got a character with cost 3 or more can sing this song for free. Chosen character can't challenge during the next turn. Draw a card. So yeah, you got really. So looks like there's going to be some new rules for this game here, and got Crunk right at the top of the deck. Oh boy, good time, good time. Oh, the never Crunk. So you have to pay 5 to play this on top of one of your characters named Crunk. Hmm. So I'm just wondering, do they have like I guess the numbers on them are supposed to be like their power levels and stuff there. Yeah, I'm so used to Yu-Gi-Oh with the attack and defense points and stuff there. Played Yu-Gi-Oh for so long. Yeah, little Scar. You got Robin Hood. Oh yeah, of course, if they got Crunk, you know they gotta have Yzma. Oh, the never Crunk. Roundabout! Why do we even have that lever? Keep out of my way. Yeah, you got my boy Robin Hood there. Yeah, remember that movie? Robin Hood and his merry little men there. Some of the, huh? But there's some pretty interesting cards. I guess this might be, a magic card here. Tropical rainforest there. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, this might be a. Tell you what, next time that we get that case and I get a chance to hang out, yeah, we might need to teach me this game here. Yeah, I think she got some of these cards there. So yeah, for herself. So yeah, maybe kind of show me how to use these characters here. Huh. So yeah, well that'd be interesting to put on my dual disc. And even got okay, got 12 additional cards it comes with this little packet here. Okay, so here's the rules. Okay, we got the rules. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to be reading up on that. Matter of fact, got some of the instructions right here on the back. Say like get all your cards ready. Start of turn effects happen. Draw a card. Skip this on the first turn. So you don't draw a card on the first turn. Okay. Hmm. Choose as many as you like. Huh. You got cost, inkwell, strength, willpower, lower value, and move costs. Huh. All kind of stuff. And this, let's see, this might be the game mat here. Yeah, I think so. Kind of a small game mat here. That's smaller than I was thinking I was expecting here. Gotta be careful not to tear this or anything there. So, okay, and I think these I guess you gotta punch these out here. I'll just hold on to them and make sure. Pretty sure it'll say in the rule book there. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's pretty much. Huh. Now watch, I'm probably gonna try to put this on my dual monster mats. You know, I'm so used to doing it like that there. Yeah, but they'll probably explain it there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side here. Also, let me just take a look at a few. Gonna see a few of the cards in this packet here. Boy, this really reminds me of getting those them Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs there. Yeah. Have you ever, Janara? Have you ever played with these kind of cards or any card game? What kind of card game? What card games have you ever played there? These are some good. These look pretty good here. Especially this owl guy here. Let's see, Archimedes. I think I remember his picture there. Yeah, and I know. Oh, Pokemon. Okay, so you played the Pokemon card games. Cool. I remember her. That's from Wreck-It Ralph there. Yeah. Let's see. Got Prince John in here. He was such a baby in Robin Hood. Oh yeah. Oh, this look like you got Scrooge McDuck in here, and this looks like the Scrooge McDuck from the reboot DuckTales series. There, the way the animation looked there. Interesting here. Okay. And then you got Stitch on the back of this. I think it's like a little promo thing here. Tell you what, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it in the theater or not, but I do want to see what the live action Lilo and Stitch is like there. I know that gotta be good there. Yeah, there's so many movies coming out. So many good movies too. We saw Captain America. We just saw Snow White, and they're gonna be now. The month of May, they're gonna have. Forgot to turn my sound down. Let's say, but month of May, we're gonna have the Thunderbolts. Then they're gonna have. Lilo and Stitch. Ooh. And also, then we got an Easter movie that's coming up this Sunday. What's up, EJ? EJ Supreme. Yeah, EJ in the house. And yeah, I just finished. We just finished. We were looking at some Yu-Gi-Oh cards from Disney. I summon Stitch in attack mode. Oh, all right, then I'll place this card face down. And also, Stitch's special ability allows me to summon Lilo to the field. Yeah. It's cool, man. I know you didn't come back from your big movie premiere. And so you done came back from your reboot of iRobot. This one's gonna be a lot better than the original. Because EJ had some input in it. EJ and the new iRobot reboot. Next summer he'll be premiering in the Men in Black reboot. Yeah, I know you busy with the movies there. Yeah, we gonna have to we gonna have to talk. What's up, Matthew? You from Kroger, aren't you? Matt, you are same one from Kroger, aren't you? Yeah, I think I think you're the same Matt from Kroger that I know. Awesome, man. Well, hey, welcome to the stream, man. It's a glad it's a good got you in the right channel there. So yeah. Um. So yeah, this one, yeah, it was just like I said, I was going over stuff about my birthday and everything. And then a little bit, I'm gonna talk about my birthday history. So far, I was showing what I had got from my big sis Casey. Got Doctor Strange there, and I did get other gifts. Most I put it this way, monetary gifts. I'm not. Yeah, I ain't gonna say how much. That's personal there. So I thought I had the sound down. Okay, I guess it's okay. So yeah, I got Doctor Strange, and I got some. Oh, Lord have mercy. Got some Stitch phone cord protectors there. I gotta probably put them on a thin string or something like that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. My hand, my such a klutz. Okay, there you go. Like those there. Ironic because Stitch is they about to have the Lilo and Stitch movie coming out. Got a little magnet there. Don't be stressing. You're a blessing. Yeah, Jesus and everything on it. And this was the last thing we were talking about. These cards I got. Supposed to be Laconda. I know I'm probably gonna have to read the rule book on how to play these, and like I say, it's sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh meets Disney there. Yeah, got cool Disney characters and everything. See how they work in a card game there. So yeah, so that's and there's one more thing that my big sis got for me. Put them up here so they don't fall off the table. I won't be playing 52 pickup. Yeah. Was Super Mario Brothers card game. It's me, Mario. Oh, here we go. do. Yeah, I know that old Nintendo game takes y'all back there. You know what I'm talking about, EJ. Yeah. You ever and it's probably and they got new Mario games. So I'm pretty sure, Matt, you probably know, I'm pretty sure you know about old Mario. You might have somebody that exposed you to the old games there. Cause I know some of the youngins they got some of us showing them the old stuff there. And sometimes, and then then you got the internet. You look them up and everything. So yeah, it's one advantage about the internet. Y'all can look up a lot of the stuff that we played back in the day. So yeah, that really. So y'all be knowing what we be talking about there. Be able. Well, they got this plastic seal pretty good. Oh, Mario, I'm gonna get you out this box here. Mario. And make sure I know I got one light there. Make sure I get since it's got two of y'all, I want get two people, 2 likes. So let's make sure to get them likes there. That way YouTube can know that it's all good here. So all good like the Mario Brothers. Let's see what's in here. Oh! And of course, it has game rules. You got to. Let's see. Money oil. Game book. Now, it's a pretty big deck here. And it looks like they got some little additional stuff to go that I'm pretty sure the rules will inform us. And look at the picture of Mario on these things. Look just like the Nintendo graphics there. Yeah, that's astounding. Let me see. Okay, I thought this was like a game mat here. This might be like a little display set up here. So I'll put that back in here for now. That way, till I know what the rules tell me there. There we go. Let's open up these cards and see what some of these cards look like there. There's a lot of them in this deck here. Almost like that deck of Digimon cards that Jerry had in Digimon Tamers there. You say, I want to learn how to play the card game. So who's going to show me how to use these? Whoa, Jerry! What's wrong? Do I have enough cards or something? I say you got plenty. Like, what'd you do? Spend your whole allowance? And somebody else is from the look of it. Yeah, so. So we got I'm going to got left. I got a level on the back there. I guess these are the level cards. So now I'm going to play. Say the castle retrieves. I play the castle card. And with my castle card, I get 12 coins. Yeah. So you got all your different. So I guess these are the level with the different coins and the castle itself. Okay. And you even got some underwater. You know when he goes underwater. See, kind of see if this. I got some of the night world scenes there. You remember? I bet any of y'all seen like the Super Mario movie with Chris Pratt in it. They had Bowser playing the piano, and he was actually playing that night theme in the scene on the piano after the Peaches song. Play with me. Like a bunch of level cards here. Okay, so you got these cards there. Question. Super Mushroom, 1 to any level. There we go. I might have to try these out here. Look like so you got the Koopa Troopa. Koopa Troopa. Got that little guy there. Step on the shell, the turtle shell there. And y'all know about that superstar mode. As Super Mario told Batman and he I can throw fire, so I can be invincible for a limited time. Yes, I can swim with the water for a very long. We are not the same. So there you got. Okay, so they call this the Buzzy Beetle. Huh. Not exactly striking me as a beetle there, but okay. Interesting. Okay, and I know I've seen this in the game, the trampoline there. I hate these things. They call them the Hammer Bros. Stop another player from trading levels with you. I'm not too surprised by that. I hated those things in the game. Yeah, like, okay, so like, say so take this picture for example. Say you're like right over here where this little thing is at, and your weight and those little they be throwing like jacks and stuff. They're up on the bricks, and you're trying to wait for you're trying to wait for that perfect moment to run back, or you don't have firepower or anything like that, and you're not big, so you're trying to wait for a perfect moment just to dash right by them, or either step on them without getting those jacks hitting you, and suddenly you wait just a little too long. Suddenly they start coming to you. He's like, oh, wait, no, get away from me now. Yeah, so I always hated that there. And yeah, that's why I really hate those guys. And we know Bowser. Don't get me started when they had Bowser throwing those little jacks too and shooting fire at you. And he'd be jumping like crazy. Yeah, it'd get harder and harder to run past him and make that bridge go down. Ooh. And then Toad with his annoying self be there. Your princess is in another castle. Dang it! So, and of course, these can take you anywhere. Yeah, war fight. And the level up mushroom. They actually, y'all definitely, RDC World, because they did now. Personally, I like their Anime House 6-parter skit better. Like the 6 videos of Anime House, almost like close to a 3-hour movie if you put them all together. But they have another one called Video Game House. Not, in my opinion, not as good as Anime House, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's basically a bunch of pretty much Mario beating up everybody, but you might get some enjoyment out of it, especially the last two parts. And the good thing is not the first 4 parts are kind of short. It starts off really short. Like part 1 is like 8 minutes then. So it's not super. So at least it's not super long. So I guess they came up with more for Anime House than they did Video Game House. But the reason I mention that is because Video Game House, every time Mario died and would come back, they would do that little sound like when you get the extra mushroom there. So Mario could not die in Video Game House. Kind of Mary Sue-ish, but and it's pretty much made for laughs there, I think it's the yeah. So yeah, definitely check that out. And just letting y'all know, if y'all check any of RDC World's videos, Video Game House or Anime House on any of their videos, it's gonna be pretty adult. Yeah, just a bit of warning. So yeah, don't go in there showing it to your kids now. Just letting you know, 18 or above. Maybe teenager, but I would recommend 18 and above just to be on the safe side there. But yeah, but don't take no kids in there to see any of the videos. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you'll probably enjoy it. As an adult, you'll probably enjoy some of the stuff they got there. So I'll put this big up. So yeah, this is a pretty good little thing of gifts from Big Sis Casey, and then all what I got, from everybody else there, and the happy birthday wishes and stuff. Huh? Mortal Kombat is your favorite? Oh, cool. Okay. Mortal Kombat. Yeah. It's like dum 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 dum. Mortal Kombat. Get over here. Watch my digit move. uh, I remember especially. I don't know. I can't find that video. Maybe you might be able to, but I couldn't find it again. But once a while back in the early 2000s, there was I can't think what their YouTube channel was called, but there were these three guys, and they did low budget Power Rangers skit, and it actually wasn't bad, like you say, it's supposed to be like Power Rangers if they was on a $0 budget, probably just a little bit above zero, but they say $0 in the description now. They pretty much filmed it at their house. And they had like the costumes were really low budget. They were like pretty much just their regular clothes. It was really funny though. Excuse me, it was a way to put together. Like I say, it pretty much delivered what they said there. So yeah, he like Raiden. Okay. Is that like Raid Shadow Rider or something like that, or is that something? Tell you what. Let me look that up real quick. Raiden sounds familiar there. I know there's a lot of new games out there. Raiden, yeah. Oh, a video game character. Okay, wait. Okay, Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Okay. I got it. I see him from Mortal Kombat. Okay. My bad. When I saw the RAID, I started thinking of Raid Shadow Riders for some reason. I was like, okay, let me come back. But, okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. This guy right here. Straw. So you said straw hat there. Like he got some pretty good powers. They got some electricity. Okay. Yeah, I like a character that got electric powers now. Yeah, especially like my boy Static Shock. Superhero Static Shock. Woohoo! Yeah, those Static be putting the shock to their system. Yeah. So yeah, like I say. But yeah, some pretty good stuff here. I'm definitely gonna have to learn to play these games there. Pretty good. That'd be even more of a reason to hanging me and Christina hanging more of a case there. Plays it too much. Yeah, you know how it is with games there, because that's one thing about it. They can get you hooked. I'm guilty of that, especially. Oh boy, I remember one time. I don't know if you've I don't know if you heard of this Nintendo game, Star Tropics. They got Star Tropics, and they also got Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge. I got hooked on the second. I had both of them, but I got hooked on the second one. Now, here's the strange thing. I kept getting stuck at chapter 3 in Roller Coaster. Not exactly. I mean, I have got on rides, but yeah, I had to say when it comes like roller coasters, like the fast ones, it doesn't do me really well. Like I say, so I have to kind of get on the low end rides when I go to like the fair and stuff like that. Yeah, because that's just me there. Because I remember I kind of made my cousin mad one time there. We was Tiffany. We was at so we went to the fair together. She had we both had these passes where we could get on all the rides for free. Goliath is my baby. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So is that a ride that you go on, Goliath? Yep. But when me and Tiffany went around, going around the fair, I had forgot to eat. I hadn't eaten anything when we got there. After the first two rides, I got hungry and my stomach was hurting from hunger pains. So I went and got something to eat. And you know how they say you gotta wait like a certain amount of time before you go swimming after you eat? Well, I guess that also applies to rides. Oh, Six Flags. Okay, cool. Six Flags with that little dancing guy from. Oh man, yeah, you bringing back some flashbacks for me, Janara. Oh, well, this is a flashback stream, so hey, why not? Because my grandparents loved that little dancing guy from the Six Flags commercials. Especially my big papa, he'd be laughing. Ah! Get on, get it now, get it. So he he'd be loving to watch that commercial there. Like, yeah. So so apparently eat so apparently having to wait after you eat also applies to rides too, because we went to go on some more rides. Like, okay, I'm full now. We went to get on some more rides. Ride number 4 after I had eaten. Ooh, I got off there and I threw up, and I still apologize, cousin Tiffany, because she had to she missed out on going. She went on a few more rides by herself, but half the time she was trying to carry me through the. Not like she didn't actually like pick me up there like a little baby, but like kind of like I put it this way. I felt like I was a drunk man with someone having to carry me through the fair. I wasn't drunk, but I felt like I was a drunk man because them rides that made me so woozy and stuff. Like, oh, I don't feel so good. Good. Oh, Gabe. Oh man, she was because she was looking forward to going on pretty much a whole bunch of rides. Like I said, she had that ride that pretty much that pass where she could get on as many rides as she could get on there. So yeah, it kind of messed it up for her there. Um, Funny thing is, when I started to sort of feel better a little bit, I ended up coming across this stand where they were selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they were selling them for cheap. And I was like, wow. So I went and got me a bunch of cards. Turns out they were fake cards. Like, I guess that's I guess now me and Tiffany are even. So, oh man, stomach of steel. All power to you, Janara. They all you like my cousin Tiffany. Then she was ready to go. She was ready to go on some rides there. Yeah. So yeah. I think she probably I think she probably wished that, like, well, okay, Gabe, why don't I go with Janara instead? Maybe like a girls' night on the rise there. If you was in Shreveport, you probably could have went with her there. Yeah. So yeah. Mhm. Yeah. But and one other thing that happened that same day, um, I was actually I actually was told that one of my class mates was going to be there. Um, I'm just going to say her nickname, a girl named Riri. She was supposed to be there, and we were supposed to meet each other there and hang out there that day. Well, we didn't see her. We did not see her. Them is not for yeah. No, them rides were not there. Yeah, that's the sad truth there. But we didn't see Riri there at the fair, and as we was on our way home with my cousin and my mom and dad. My mom said, "So did you see your little friend from school?" I was like, "No, I didn't, Mama." I was like, "Hmm." Now, now the condition you was in, I just do you think your little friend, how you think your little friend would have took that would have took that you and your condition there? Probably not so good. Yeah. Oh, that's good now. Hey, well, I tell you what, that's a that's the tell you what, then that means Billy has really evolved there. Cause yeah, like from season one of Power Rangers, yeah, that's so that's like so it's like season three Billy here. Season three Mighty Morphin when he was ready to take on the Brick Bully. He said, "You're still here. I'm gonna be here as long as it takes to defeat you." So yeah, that's like he got brave Billy. So okay, so my 37 years of my birthday history that I can remember there. I just gave you a fair ride. Look, Riddle's Revenge. Okay, I've heard of that game there. I've heard of Riddle's Revenge. Let me hold on just 1 second. Let me just let's see. No, okay, wait, I want oh okay. Riddle's Revenge. There we are. Okay. So right. Okay. Okay, sorry. I was thinking of a game there, but okay. That's why I was checking, but yeah, okay, it's another ride. Okay. So Goliath and Riddle's Revenge. Okay. Yeah. From the way it looked in the picture, okay. Okay, I think I may have seen that in the commercials for Six Flags too. There, especially with that Six Flag guy. I think he was on. I think they may have showed him on that ride there. Yeah, and like the Six Flag guy. Well, some of my hair done grew back, but I usually try to keep my head bald there. One reason I always try to keep my head completely bald because when my hair grows back, in the back, like right in the back, it does not go completely all the way around, and there'll be like this little bald spot, and I just be feeling kind of awkward with that bald spot because I'm like 37, and it's like I'm not even in my 50s yet, and I got a bald spot back there. And I know some people my age do have that there, but I just kind of feel a little uneasy with this, so I just shaved my head off. And I've tried to regrow my hair. I've actually I actually have bought some stuff to try to regrow my hair when I noticed that. Yeah, it didn't quite work out for me there. So I was like, yeah, I didn't want to be spending a whole bunch of money, keep spending and spending on that. So I'm just gonna shave it all off there. So every time, so pretty much, my wife, Queen Tina, she when it comes time to get my hair cut, she just shaves me on off there, and even I used to I do keep my mustache. I keep the mustache. I used to keep my beard, uh, but the only reason that I have her shave my beard too is because the maintenance of keeping up with it. But it's easier. But it's easy to keep up with my mustache. So yeah, makes it easy to wake up in the morning. And just get up, wash your face and stuff, and go about your day. For me anyway. So, yeah. But I do miss the good old hair days there. But lot easier like this. Got sometimes things change. Yeah. So starting with my birthday history. History. So let's see. Trying to think what I can remember. I one thing I remember. Of course, I remember when I was born, March 31st of 1988. I was actually now I will say the first name of this friend of mine from elementary school, named Scott, only because he was born on April Fool's Day, the day after I was born, and his dad was actually my mom's doctor. We found that out later after we had gotten to know each other at school. Yeah, so his dad was my mom's doctor when she had me, and I guess then the next day he had to go over and see to his wife having Scott. So yeah, talk about some double duty there. So yeah, that was a interesting bit there. And yep, so it was a nice little birth and everything. Um, then I remember my first birthday when I turned one. And the reason I like my mom had like this baby book. I don't have it here, but we used to have it when my mom when before I moved out and got married. We used to have it, the baby book and everything. It had like pictures and all that. Um, in that book, it showed pictures from my first birthday and also my first Easter at the same time. Um, had like there was this little rocking pony I had got that year, and I remember what I think only, I guess the only person that really, of course, like my mom and grandparents, stuff like that. Also, and then my oldest cousin. My oldest cousin Trey. He was at the birthday where he was like 4 when I turned 1, so he was like 3 years older than I was. In one of the pictures, I think they were trying to get me to blow the candles out, but I guess I'm like I guess I was looking like, huh? So Trey came up and helped to blow the candle, and the only reason I know that I assume that because my mom wrote little captions in the pictures. She said she wrote, "Oh no, the cake is on fire! Come on, Trey, help me blow out the fire! Please save the cake! Yay!" So, yeah, she wrote these. She wrote the little captions to sort of put some humor in my pictures there. And to say, I guess in case, just in case we got, we maybe like a studio came by like, oh, we just got an idea for a new show, Baby Gabe. Yeah, be the next Family Matters, or maybe we'd be Family Matters too. It's a rare condition this day and age. Read any good news in the newspaper today. So maybe like that there. Yeah, but that was what I heard from there. Like I say, my mom, them, my grandparents were there. Um, I know the house we used to stay in back then when I was born, and this it wasn't this house. It was another house like on the other side of town, um, on the street right on West College, right off of Lakeshore Drive, and it had these little stairs to go up to where you go in the house there. I remember one time I actually managed to climb all the way up those stairs. I think I was like 2 years old, and I got all the way to the top of the stairs. And the minute I got to the top, I somehow accidentally managed to start falling back all the way down the step, hitting each step. And when I got to the bottom, I was like, ah. Oh, yeah, but then mom came in because thing was I sort of had ran ahead of my mom there. You know how when you be telling your little baby like hey no wait for mama now. Yeah, so she took me in and got me some ice cream there. It kind of cooled me down there. Always some ice cream. So yeah, so there was that. And then of course I mentioned about two, the terrible twos there. Second birthday, I did have kind of a little party. Um, I remember in some of the pictures there was some other kids there. I don't remember who some of the kids were. I think they were probably like just some from the neighborhood there, and of course, cousin Trey was there again. Um, Also, at the same time of my second birthday, um, his mother, my aunt, she was pregnant with his little brother, who we would call Jamal. Jamal was born in July of that same year. So he was 2 years under me. Um, so, yep, so there was that. Then, of course, had Easter. Um, Then that was my third birthday. I think I remember a lot of pictures of me with I think like Ninja Turtle stuff on my third birthday. Opening up some other presents too there. It was pretty good little set there. Easter again. My fourth birthday. That's when I actually had a party at McDonald's for the first time. My first birthday party at McDonald's for my fourth birthday, and of course had my family there, obviously, and I actually had some members from my church there with me. One of them was a real good friend of mine, Nathan. There, he was kind of like my he was I think he was my first buddy. Love McDonald's. Yes, yeah, McDonald's got a lot of memories for me. I ain't gonna lie there. And there was one little theory I came up with about McDonald's. After how like when you're a kid, the main thing you usually get is a Happy Meal, obviously. You get the Happy Meal because you want the little toy, especially back in the '90s. They had all the cool toys with McDonald's there. Oh boy, especially when Power Rangers came out. Power Rangers, Hot Wheels, Barbies, My Little Pony stuff for Transformers there. Ooh, Transformers was the best one next to the Power Rangers there. And even like GI Joe, they had they had toys for everything. Ever so often, be a toy for something there in your Happy Meal. Um, and one thing, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, that's what it was. But then you start to get older, and you start trying. Like they had the Mighty Kids meal there, and then eventually, if you're still eating McDonald's, you're probably going to get some of the other menu items like the Big Mac or something like that there, and they're good. Don't get me wrong, they are good. One thing I do notice about McDonald's, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I noticed compared to like say Burger King and Whataburger, their portions, even with stuff like the Big Mac, they are smaller than say like Burger King Whopper. Now, my theory is that when McDonald's started, I think they was basically targeting to kids more so than any other restaurant. That's because with the play place, the Happy Meals, all that. So their main focus was the kids, and even though they serve like the Big Mac stuff like that, that may be why everything that they made was a bit smaller than the other restaurants because again they was probably so used to cooking for kids there. It was pretty so McDonald's was pretty much the kids hangout restaurant there. And that's why other restaurants like Burger King and stuff, we got to do what McDonald's doing. That's why you got the Burger King Big Kids meal, or just the kids meal, then the Big Kids meal. Then other restaurants, um, just had kids meals too. Burger King was the only one that really advertised that theirs, like the way McDonald's does. So they was pretty much they was pretty much the main competition of McDonald's. Other restaurants were kind of competitive, but they didn't. I don't think other restaurants like Whataburger and stuff like that had as much advertising like the way McDonald's and Burger King did there. So yeah, but yeah, McDonald's and Burger King, those were your head button restaurants there. Yeah. Oh, you should. Are you gonna post pictures on Facebook? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Facebook or either or send them in Messenger or something like that there. Yeah. So yeah, they were pretty much your head butters then. I know Burger King's biggest moment was, of course, the Pokemon cards. Especially those Pokemon toys, and then those gold plated cards, man. I remember getting some of those gold cards there. That didn't come in the kid meal. You had to buy those. Sort of like the Power Ranger toys at McDonald's when the movie came out. Yeah, he had to buy them there. Yeah, and I remember that commercial for them with because it sound with the white Raider. And I bet you Tommy was in that commercial. Yeah, because he sounded just like him now. Okay, okay. Okay. I almost saw they dropped something down there. So, so yeah, it was a pretty good little McDonald party for my 4-year-old self there with my buddy Nathan and everything. You know, we on the ball pit and the slide and everything and Happy Meal and stuff. And and then of course one other thing I need to definitely say about McDonald's and Burger King, both of them. Reason why they well, okay, technically no, they're not, but it's part of the reason why I'm kind of chubby. Why I'm chubby, right? Why I got chubby there because I was always taken to either McDonald's or Burger King. I think I remember after, I think when I started second grade, every Monday and Wednesday I was had dinner at McDonald's. Tuesday and Thursday had dinner at Burger King. Fridays I would either have dinner at CC's Pizza or Long John Silver, and I think we went out somewhere Saturday. But yeah, over time, yeah, that's when well, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, it was okay, cool. You know, like I say, like I say, I'm also praying that me and Christina get our little one. As they say, we we've been recently working on that there. So yeah, we, I'm looking forward to us having one there. The first little one. Yeah, one thing I said, I said, baby, that our little one and me gonna be like Ash and Pikachu. uh, be having our little one up there. Say, trust me. That's what I'm praying I can do. Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, we are working on it. We working on it. Yeah, by the good grace of God, there we pray to have one that it is a man. Ain't who as far as we know, he might end up doing us like Abraham and Sarah. Say, Lord, this is Gabe here. I'm getting kind of up in age, but we have a baby. You will have a son, Gabe. Okay. That's right. You did give Abraham in his old age. Okay, God. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, like I say, we're gonna get one. I believe God, we're gonna get one in the name of Jesus. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, like I say, me eating McDonald's Burger King was part of the reason I got chubby. But like I say, but one thing I ain't gonna do like a lot of these folks where they be like they actually be trying to sue the restaurants. Like, dude, that's your fault. Yeah, that's like me. I chose, I'm the one that ate the food, so that's my fault. So I ain't gonna go suing nobody because I'm the one that went in there and ate the food. So yeah, yep, like I say. But going back to the anime, look like trust me, I'm pretty. That Billy's a smart guy. that I'm not worried about. Yeah, and it's smart. Billy being as smart as he is, I'm pretty sure he probably learned. He may have learned about sex earlier than I did, because I learned about where the babies come from when I was like 8 years old. Dude, Billy might have learned it when he was 6. As far as we know, probably. Yeah, you never know, but I'm pretty sure he know. Yeah. So yeah, with that. Oh yeah, back. Oh, okay, I thought I said something else there. So with the so okay, 4 years old, McDonald. My fifth birthday, that's when I got my bike, my first bicycle. I got my first bike during my fifth birthday. I remember my both my mother and my grandparents kind of helped me with riding it. I started off, of course, on the training wheels like any kid, and then eventually, had like okay, now you need to start riding without these training wheels. A friend of my mom's, I'm just gonna say Minister Ware, he helped me with the bike when I got the training wheels taken off, and I remember this was the best. Probably now this may sound a little scary, but it actually was very helpful. Sort of like getting a shot. It's scary, but it does help you. My so of course since I didn't have the training wheels, he was helping me on the back, kind of holding the bike up, and I'm riding and everything. And then eventually, I was like, oh, we riding. But I did not. But this is what I did not know. I did not know he had let go of the bike. And eventually, I realized he did, and that's when it occurred to me I was riding without the training wheels. So ever since then, I was able to ride my bike without the training wheels there. So that, yep, and been that. It's been a while since I rode a bike there, but I guess they say if you ever get back on, you never forget. So I guess it'll come. I guess it'll come back to me if I get back on one, if I ever do there. So that was my fifth birthday. Then and also and as you all know from a previous live stream, that was the same year, that summer that I got baptized and everything. Um, my sixth birthday, I actually had a party at my school. I was at a private school for kindergarten and first grade, Central Free Methodist School. So I had a birthday party at my school in the for my sixth birthday, and also I had a party there for my seventh birthday too. So both my sixth and my seventh birthday were at Central Free Methodist School. Um, my for my sixth birthday, I was in kindergarten. My teacher, Miss Bradley, real nice, is a very very strong discipline, I will say. But overall, not she's a good She was a good person there. Kept keeping everybody in line and everything, doing the right thing. No problem there. And she kind of like looking back on it, she's sort of like a G-rated version of Medea. So Medea will keep folks and will keep you in line, especially the children there. Like remember Medea's family reunion when Kiki Palmer was down there, and there was this little girl that spoke to us and said, "Good morning," and Kiki didn't say nothing, and Medea looked at the young lady excuse me, that little girl is speaking to you. So, Medea like, wait, did you just say so to me? Then, and the best part after that, like, come on, we gotta get you ready for school. I don't want to go to school. Why you don't want to go to school? Kids make fun of me. They do. Okay, well, come with me. We're gonna see about this here. Hold up, bus driver. I gotta talk to some of these children in here. Now, look here. I'm Medea. This here's a friend of mine, and she been telling me that some of y'all been being mean to her and bullying her. Well, I'm gonna tell you. If I catch any one of y'all doing that to her, y'all gonna have to answer to me. And that one boy, everybody was quiet except for that one boy. Shut up, old lady. Medea went. All my life I had to fight. I knew her. I love her. I'll see. Then she told that boy, I'll see you at 3:00, boy. That boy ain't say nothing. The best. Who best for Jason? Johnny. Oh, okay. Johnny Depp and Jason David Frank. Okay. That could possibly work. I mean, maybe he might could pull it off. You never. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, he could. He could possibly pull it off. I mean, is have to see what he can do. Yep. Tell you what, a lot of time actors can surprise you. There, sometimes they get roles you don't think that they could pull it off, and then they surprise you. Like Detective Pikachu when they cast Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, and I was like, wait a minute, y'all gonna put Deadpool as Pikachu? But I saw the way the movie was, it actually worked. I mean, he did a real good job with it. And also, he was just like with Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was really passionate about his role as Pikachu because the reason that he accepted the role was he wanted to be in a movie that his kids could watch. So that's why he put his heart into being a Pikachu. He's Ryan Reynolds said he literally turned himself into a Pikachu. He said, like his daughter, he made a little joke, say, "Well, my daughter called for me, and I told her, no, I'm not gonna. No, Pikachu gonna pick up my daughter." So, yeah, a lot actors can surprise you. I would not put that past them because I'm like this. Let me see what you got. Yep. So, but yeah, it's possible. So yeah, like I say, so yeah, oh that's right. Yeah, so yeah, my teacher, yeah, kindergarten teacher, pretty much like G-rated Medea. Then the teacher I had after her was Miss Small. She was kind of like she was pretty much like my kindergarten teacher. Both my kindergarten and first grade teacher, they really strong discipline. I think my first grade teacher was more on the disciplines than the kindergarten one. But like I say, but they're still good people. No, they just try to keep things in line. Be good teachers. So, um, and so I had a party at both of them. What Mortal Kombat with JDFB? Hmm. I'm not really sure. I never really thought about that. I do. Speaking of that, I do know. I don't know if you ever seen this, but there's a thing called Superpower Beatdown where they had him as his character Tommy facing one of I think he fought Scorpion. Yeah, he faced Scorpion in Superpower Beatdown. Let's see. Let's see if they still got the. I'm not gonna play it there. But I just let's say the Superpower Beatdown. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, Tommy. It's a Superpower Beatdown. Bat in the Sun versus Scorpion. Yeah. So yeah, he faced yeah, but he faced Scorpion as the White Ranger. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he faced him as the White Ranger there. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, look up Super Bat in the Sun YouTube channel. Superpower Beatdown. White Ranger versus Scorpion. Yep. Hmm. So you think he could? So you think he could also play Scorpion? Okay. Maybe. I guess after facing Scorpion, maybe he would win Scorpion's mantle there. So, yeah. So Scorpion's like, get over here. So yeah, he could. Who knows? Maybe he could. Maybe that's Tommy's prize after his battle with Scorpion. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, really good teachers. Yep, good party. Also, after I turned 7, that was the same year that my cousin Stray and Jamal moved to Houston. There. What? Oh, my favorite Mortal Kombat character. Um, I'm kind of honestly, I never really thought about a favorite Mortal Kombat character, but let's see. Let me take a quick look because I did. I think I played Mortal Kombat with my cousin Jamal. Uh, I kind of got him upset one time because I kept beating him at the game. It was my first time playing the game on his Sega Genesis, and I kept beating him because I kept hitting random buttons, and somehow I was able to win. And he was like, "Stop pressing those random buttons." That's all I know to do. Yeah, he was kind of. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at the list. I'm trying to see because there was a certain character that I would play as whenever I fought against him. Uh, I remember. I don't remember the name, but I remember what he looked like. Sonya Blade. Okay, let me. I remember the character I used to would play it whenever I fought my cousin Jamal. Against one of his characters. It was like he looked like okay, it's got a jumping on me. He looked just like he looked like the Hulk, but he had like all these, but he had a bunch of spikes on him and stuff like that, and he would shoot electric powers there. So I'm not sure what character that was there. Um, no, I don't think it was him. Okay, I'm looking, trying to see if I could find that green guy there, the Hulk looking character there. So Sonya Blade is your favorite. Okay. Cool. Okay. Must maybe we were playing maybe it was a different Mortal Kombat game because or either maybe they don't have the character listed here. Let's see. Mortal Kombat uh green monster. Okay. Yes, here he is. Here he is. I got him. Um, so I think they call him Blanca. I think that's who I was playing as on the Mortal Kombat games there. Cause yeah, that's the guy. Oh no, wait, no, take that back. That's Street Fighter. Street Fighter. Oh boy. So honestly, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure about who my favorite Mortal Kombat. Because I know about it, like heard about it, stuff like that, but I hadn't really like um had not enough to know all the characters there. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's because that's what it says on here. Street Fighter. Yeah. So actually, my cousin and I were playing Street Fighter. Yeah, I got it mixed up with Mortal Kombat there. And honestly speaking, we went to playing the game, and I just went to playing with them there. I didn't even stop to know who was who. Yeah, and end up winning. So yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I guess for Street Fighter, I would choose the green guy there that I just showed. Um, so yeah, that was the same year. Uh, Yours is Ken. Oh, okay. Okay. Ken. Okay. Let's see. See. Ken. Come on, cooperate with me. Okay. Oh, okay. This guy. Short for is this guy right here? Short for Kenshin. Let me. Okay. That the guy you're talking about right there. Kenshin. Huh. I know he's not Rioni Kenshin there, but yeah, that's first thing came about. That's first Kenshin that I knew about was Rioni Kenshin there. Huh. Like Ryu. Okay, I've heard of Ryu. Yeah, I've heard that name there. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely heard of him. I guess. Let's see. Let's see. He's from Mortal Kombat. Um, You know what? I guess I go with him there. Yeah, guess that'd be my Mortal Kombat character there. Yeah, seems like a good choice there. Yeah, man. All right. And I think also in Superpower Beatdown, um, they also have a fight between Tommy as the Green Ranger versus Ryu. So yeah, so he faced two Mortal Kombat characters as different Rangers there, Ryu and Scorpion. So yeah, that's a double treat to check out there. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, so Trey and Jamal they had moved to Houston and everything by that point after my seventh birthday. Um, and yeah, yep, yeah, he had quite a double battle there. Yep. So how my eighth birthday. I don't remember much other than some pictures that were taken, mostly around Easter after my birthday. Because one thing about it, my birthday and Easter are always kind of close together, and then 'cause Easter always changes the month that it is for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes it'll be in March, and sometimes it'll be in April. And I've had cases where 'cause my birthday's on March 31st where my birthday and Easter fell on the same day. Yeah, I've had where it's Easter Sunday was also my birthday, so I've had a few years of that happening there. Um, Matter of fact, I think my third birthday was Easter. Was the same as Easter Sunday. Um, and let's see, my ninth birthday is when I actually got my first real computer. Like I've had toy computers, but this was my first like real computer. I didn't have the internet on it. The internet I didn't get that until Christmas of 2000 there from Gateway Computers. But I just had like just offline there. I remember typing up stories on it and stuff like that, things like that. I may have had some games on it. I'm not sure, but I know I typed a lot of stories on the computer I got, and I've also typed stories on my mom's old typewriter before. Um, and I had several other stuff and everything that I saw in my pictures there. Um, Easter again. Then let's see, that was my ninth birthday. My 10th birth. I think I may have also had a party at school because I was at South Highlands at this point. Um, okay, so that was my ninth birthday. My 10th birthday. Okay, 10th birthday. I was in the fourth grade, about to go into the fifth. I remember having my birthday party at school again at South Highlands in the class. So yeah, I had party there. And I'm not sure about this. That was my 10th birthday party. Not sure about my 11th party exactly. Um, but I do remember my 12th birthday party. That was a pretty big event. My 12th birthday party um, because I remember we was out for spring break, and I remember on my birthday at the start of the day, my big papa took me out to a place called Putt Putt Golf. We don't have it anymore, but it was a golf course we had here in Shreveport. We played miniature, played some golf and some games over there. And I think also it went to the mall and stuff like that. Sorry about that. I went to the mall and golf, and I was like, man, it's the best time ever. And so I thought that was pretty much it, just a day out, from birthday stuff. I had no idea that there was more to my birthday because I got back to my mom's house and said, okay, we're gonna go over to your granny's house for a little bit. Um, when we got to my granny's house, I saw some cars parked up there, and I thought, thought maybe Granny them just had some company, like, oh, okay. We hear hear me spit. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, well, I kind of, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, trying to have my throat. I think my throat be causing me to do that there, but uh, the so when we got to Granny's house, yeah, like I said, the company she had was actually a few of my church members, and I kind of thought it was a little odd there. But I was like, oh, okay, guess they're just over visiting. Turns out it was a surprise party for me. Oh, okay, my bad. There. Okay. Appreciate that. There. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. There. My bad. So, um, so yeah. Turned out it was a surprise party for me in my granny's backyard there, and we all went out there. Um, Everybody wished me happy birthday. They lied. Matter of fact, I even this birthday party is even on a VHS. My uncle had filmed it, and he had like everybody lined up to say happy birthday to me on the camera, and then yay! And so then we had pizza and of course birthday cake, obviously. Um, had pizza from CC's Pizza. Uh, and the cake, I got to cut the first slice, of course. Um, my mom had bought this very special cake spatula that would sing "Happy Birthday" when you lift it up. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a pretty good, pretty neat little spatula there, and felt like a king, sitting, in the center of everybody there. And ironic that I would say that because sitting next to me um, was my mom was a girl named Adriana that my mom tutors. She tutored back then, so that's how we kind of had got to know each other. We actually were just friends with each other. Honestly, I don't think she really was, like me there. Because, well, as far as I'm concerned, I think I was kind of weird to her there. Because I remember, I remember one time we was kind of playing together, and I showed her one of my transformers, which was Rat Trap, and I was showing her how Rat Trap transformed from beast mode to robot mode. The minute I opened up the beast mode head, it revealed the robot mode chest, and she looked at it and she freaked out. She thought it was a brain. She's like, yeah, ew. like it's a transformer. That's what it's supposed to do. Ah. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that would have worked out back then. But like I say, we was pretty good friends though. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as it went. But looking at the VHS though, with her sitting next to me, you would probably think like, oh, Gabe got a birthday queen there. Hey, of course, yeah, like I say, but that, nah, not in this. Maybe in another universe, but not in this universe. Might be somewhere in the multiverse there. So you never know. And so one thing they say in DuckTales about the multiverse the multiverse is actually a result of that every work of fiction is a doorway to another dimension. Yeah. So yeah, Power Rangers is probably a whole Power Rangers, we see it as fiction, but it could be a whole nother universe. Yeah. Yeah. If we was able just imagine we able to jump over in the Power Rangers dimension. So also after we joined the pizza and cake and just sort of chit chatting and everything, just sort of, yeah, just sort of just talking and stuff. Then we had some more people come, and then after everybody had ate, we came inside the den of my grandparents' house to see Willie the magician perform. Had a magician. He had actually performed a few times at my old church. So that's how my mom knew about him. So she got him to perform for my birthday party. It's a real good guy. Only thing that I hate is that he passed away there. He actually was going to open up a school to teach other kids how to become magicians. I think like in 2002 he was planning to, because he announced that at my birthday party that he was going to open up a school in a couple of years to teach other kids how to do this. And sadly, he passed away before he could have that dream. Yeah, so yeah, that was kind of a sad thing, because he was really good with what he did. Well, with his magic tricks too. I mean, he was the he was the only back then. But we had like the phone books and stuff like that. Back then, he was the only African American magician listed in the phone book. That's some history there. Only African American magician in the phone book. Yeah, so but he did some really good tricks there. I think so when he started, he did like he did his dub tricks first. Like I think one, he blew a balloon, and he blew it was a white balloon. You could see through it, and he kept blowing it. It didn't pop, but then he took a like a sewing needle, a really long one, stuck it all the way through the balloon. The balloon did not pop. All the way through the balloon, still didn't pop until he clapped his hands and a dove popped out. Yeah, and then I think and they was a lot of my cousins, they were so amazed by it. It was like, and they do it again. No, you want me to do it again? Why? Okay, that was pretty, wasn't it? Let's just do this one. And he simply just put a cloth over his hand, made another dove appear. Yeah, and so then he decided to add a little humor to his little magic there. He went to my he went to my cousin Jamal. Um, I think no wait no he didn't go there yet. He pulled out a coloring book. Um, I think no wait okay wait I know what it was first. He had one of my I'm not gonna say her name there, but one of my aunts came up there. Instead of yeah, one of my aunts came up there, and he like how you doing? I'm doing good. So he did like little phone rabbits. So he said I have one. She has a rabbit. So we're gonna so they held it in their hands. Now we're gonna bump our hands together after you count. We're supposed to count, then bump the hands together. Did you feel magic? No. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Did you feel magic that time? Mm-mm. She must be a nurse or something. Wait. So he said, well, oh, okay, well, tell you what, why don't you open your hand? She opened hand, and both his rabbit was now in her hand with the one she had. So then, so he took his rabbit back. She still kept her rabbit. They bumped their hands again. This time, he opened his hand. There was nothing in his hand then. When she opened her hand, not only was his rabbit with her rabbit, but there were multiple phone rabbits. Yeah, I guess you could say the rabbits multiplied there. So then he did the coloring book trick, and I actually I remember this one. I remember him doing that and the dove trick from when I saw him at church. The coloring book one, he called my cousin Tiffany up there first. He's like, "Hey, you come on up here." Hey, what? And I don't know. I think she may have been scared of the doves and maybe thought there was something gonna be some doves or something come out because the minute, because she came up there like he asked, but then she started crying. I was like, why are you crying? There's no birds, no birds. Okay, okay. Well, you have your seat back there. Y'all give her a hand. You have your seat back there. So he pulled, um, and I remember I was actually watching, like rewatching this years later with her. We were both grown, and Tiffany she kind of laughs looking back and she's like, ooh, I don't know what was wrong with me that day. He's like, I I don't know what was wrong with me, Gabe. Yeah. So okay, making sure. Don't freeze on the stream there. So he pulled up another girl up there, another one of my church members, about the same age as Tiffany, um, and with the coloring book trick. So he put the coloring book in her hand, and he had her to hold the coloring book, and he told all of us that were watching to imagine our favorite color and just throw it out to the book. So, and before we did that, he showed the book was not colored. It didn't. It brand new book. Didn't you see the pictures in it? But none of them were colored. After we threw out our favorite color, he opened the book. All the pictures were colored. Yeah, and it was like wow. then then he looked over at my cousin Jamal. And, he's like, "Oh, look, you a troublemaker." He's like, how you doing, son? No, you doing good in school? Give him a hand. Touch the book. He touched the book, and all the pictures disappeared. they There was nothing in that. I mean, he didn't just take the color away. The pictures was gone there. He so pretty much Jamal pretty much did a Thanos snap of the coloring book. I am inevitable. Yeah, so it was kind of hilarious there. We all even he laughed there. Yeah. So and then eventually being the birthday boy, mwah, he's gonna call me up for something. so so what he called me up there for, he was gonna do Isaac's dream. Um, sort of. I think he said, yeah, Isaac, sort of like the. I think no, Midas. The Midas touch. So he had a bucket and a quarter. He said, "What I'm gonna do? Get I is a." So he had me to drop. He gave me a quarter, and he said drop the quarter in that bucket. Now what we're gonna do is I Midas dream. And then he started pulling quarters out of everywhere on me. He pulled a quarter out of my ear. He pulled one. He told me to reach your hand in the air and made another quarter come out of my hand. It was like, well, he took one of the quarters he already had, smacked it on my chest, and the quarter came through me. Well, he just had quarters coming all out of me. Now I tell you what, that actually, I kind actually I wish I could do that in real life. There to do like say, oh, I sure could use a few dollars right now. Hey, got me some money. But they always say, of course, it doesn't work that way though, because then it'd be too easy. So yeah, but like I said, wishful thinking though. So that's the trick he did with me. And then he also did like somewhat of a PSA. It wasn't exactly a magic trick, but like I say, it was a PSA, and the PSA was paying attention. And what he did, he called another one of my aunts up. He had her sit in the chair, and she was supposed to pretend like she was driving. And he told us as he was finna do what he couldn't do. He said, "I'm gonna take this piece of paper," and he balled it up in his hand, and he told all of us, he said, don't say nothing, don't say nothing." And we saw what he was doing, but the way he did it and like how he was positioned in front of her, this was the whole point of paying attention. My aunt kept missing it, and that's why he told us to, not to say nothing. This actually, yeah, this was just basic paying attention. He would ball the paper up and then threw it, and he was throwing it behind her. But the way he was doing it, she kept missing it, and she kept thinking that he was putting it in one of his hands there. And he called me to try, but I kind of messed it up there because I kind of I guess I didn't really catch on to what was going on. So after a few more paper balls, he said, get up and look behind you. She looked and she asked my mom, hey, did you see him throwing all that behind me? Oh my goodness, it was like, but that's what he's saying, paying attention. It's like, you go out to get your ball, don't run out in the street by yourself. Get an adult, like to go out there with you. Yep, so you never know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and I think then he did one more trick with my mom. Really wasn't a trick either. It was kind of, this one was kind of it was sort of a two-parter PSA with a quarter. He had my mom come up. He said, I'm gonna put this quarter in her hand, but I want y'all to count to 10. But before y'all get to 10, I'm gonna have that quarter. So, and she had to hold the quarter real tight in her hand. He went, okay, start. And we started counting 1, 2, 3. Y'all ain't even got to 10. She already holding on. Why are they so tight with money? So he tried again, and then he's like, oh, my mom, I don't know how tight her hands were, but she was holding that quarter. Like, at least she thought she was. He's like, oh, you can have that quarter. Go on, take it. But then that's when he called Adriana up, asked how she was doing and everything. And he told us and this was the part 2 of the PSA. No one is gonna just give you something completely for free. They're gonna want something. I didn't give her my. He didn't give my mom that quarter. I got a watch right here. I don't know how he did that, but somehow while we thought he was trying to get the quarter, somehow he got her watch. So, yeah, I guess another thing of nobody's gonna give you something for nothing there. So he gave her the watch back, and she gave the quarter. Or either I think he did let her keep the quarter. I'm not completely sure, but he did. He did give her watch back though. Yeah, so yeah, that was that. And then then he allowed us to pet the doves there. I of course got to do it first. I got to hold the dove. I think I was, and we posted, and he said, look, he said, oh, there you go. So I held the dove, felt pretty good in my hand, and I think I was so starstruck there that it was like, look at the camera, smile, wave. I guess I was so captivated by the dove there. I'm holding a dove, the symbol of peace. That would be really amazing if while I was holding the dove, if remember in the New Testament when Jesus got baptized and they say God descended as a dove, this is my son to whom I am well pleased. Yeah, that would have been amazing there. So then he allowed everybody to pet the dove, all the kids and even the adults there. My big papa, oh, they real. He heard my big papa. He said, Now I've done several tricks with these dubs. He holler, "Oh, they real." Say, really, Big Papa? You didn't know they were real? so, so everybody got to pet the dub. Now this is the weird part. Now he went to Adriana, and remember how I told you she freaked out with my rat trap transformer when he tried to get her to pet the dove. Um, she screamed like, like really a dove. So everybody else petted. Then he got to Tiffany. She actually petted it, and she didn't cry. She didn't cry. So I guess I guess she was feeling better there. But when he got to Courtney, the the church member of mine with the coloring book, she did not want to pet the dove. She was scared now. Yeah. And so yeah, she was kind of frightened of the dove at this point. And then everybody else they got to touch the dove and everything. And after that, then I got to open my birthday presents. The presents I remember I got some gel pens. Um, one of my cousin Tiffany got me this little Furby from her Happy Meal, and a couple of dollars there. And so they had Furbies at this point in the Happy Meals. Um, then I got some Walkmans, you know, the little cassette players there. I got two Walkmans. Um, and my mom was like, "Now you got no excuse." I can't find mine. You got two of them now. So I got gel pens, and I got some Garfield books because I had a lot. I collected a lot of Garfield comic books back then. Um, then I got Pokemon Yellow from my Game Boy with Pikachu on it there. And I got me a Megatron Dragon Transformer. Yep, that's when Megatron was a Transmetal 2 Dragon now. And that was a big Transformer. And it's not I don't know if you see my toy reviews, but it's not the one in my toy review. This was the one. This was an older model Megatron from the '90s. There, so yeah, much different one. This was the one that had the what they call the dragster mode for some reason. Yeah, on them there with the wheels and stuff. So yeah, I got that. Um, Real good birthday. Yeah, it was quite a big event for a 12-year-old birthday party, you know. And so I don't remember much of my 13th birthday, but my 14th birthday, I do remember just a little. It was a little more like a little get together. My mom, my grandparents came over to my house, and you know we had some cake and stuff, and opened up some presents. I got some SpongeBob pajamas there. One of which said, "Oops, I guess I ripped my pants again," because I had just gotten to SpongeBob at that point, and also some SpongeBob VHSs, Sponge Buddies and Nautical Nonsense, and we actually watched one of them at the house before my grandparents left. We actually all sat around and watched one together. And I remember I know my mom has watched a lot of different SpongeBob episodes with me and a lot of other stuff that I looked at. My grandparents have also looked at some SpongeBob episodes. Mostly my Big Papa, but there are a few that my granny has sat in on with him and my mom, especially the SpongeBob Christmas special. I remember we all watched, all four of us watched that one because we was all laughing at that, especially like when SpongeBob said, "Have you wrote your Christmas list yet?" "Yes. My wish is for everybody in Bikini Bottom to stop listening to the main dribble coming out of this dunderhead's mouth." Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will give me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said. my mom, my grandparents bust out laughing. They were even laughing at the Santa Claus that showed up at the end of the episode because Santa was was like, oh, I said, okay, Santa. I guess Santa was trying to get his little bit of fame there. Can you blame him? Yep. So yeah, like I said, yeah, we had pretty much like a SpongeBob birthday there, and it was all and also my 14th birthday was also on Easter. So yeah, we definitely had Easter Easter Sunday. I had got for Easter. I remember wearing a beige suit. Yeah, like I say, it was real light. It was like a light color beige there. Huh? Looks real. It looked real good. I mean, like I say, a lot of the suits that I've worn over the years are real good suits. Um, However, looking back on them, I'm not saying that they're bad, but the light color ones are probably the ones that I would not rewear because, especially don't get me started with a white suit because stuff shows up so easily on that. Now, I know there are some occasions where it is required to wear a white suit or maybe like white with a black suit, sort of like a formal event or something light colored. But yeah, if I have to, yeah, I'll wear it, for the event. But if I don't have to, but if I have an option, and like just say if I have to wear a suit, but I can pick out what kind of suit I want, I'm gonna go for something at least that's dark colored, like black or blue or something like that. There, so yeah, like I said, stuff show up so easily on white. Yeah, it is a nightmare. So, yeah, that was my 14th birthday. My 15th birthday, I remember we ate out at Chili's with my mom, my grandparents, and my cousin Tiffany. Chili's is a good restaurant. Don't get me. I do like it. It's been a while since I've been to Chili's. They got some good food there. On the first visit to Chili's, though, now I've been there after that, and it was okay. But the first visit I had to Chili's, the only criticism I have of it just the first visit, they put too much salt on their French fries there. It was they were good fries, but they were too salt. But they overdid it with the salt. And by the time I got to my chicken tenders, hard to explain, but they kind of got like creamy or something like that there. But like I say, but on my other when we went, but the next time I went to Chile, everything was good there. It was just that first visit there. So yeah, I guess it probably they probably like I say, it was probably just a little mistake on the order. There's all there. So sometimes that happens there. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, definitely check it out there. Just make sure they don't oversalt your fries there. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, we had that. Then came to my house, had some cake, and I think we may have watched the. I know what it was. We watched the Doctor Doolittle movie. Yeah, we watched Doctor Doolittle at my house, and got a few presents. I remember my cousin Tiffany gave me my brownie plushie back. Not the brownie plushie that's on the channel. It's a different one. Yeah, wait right there. Right there. Yeah, I got it right here in this box here. Oh, right here. But this right here, this used to be Brownie's old body. That when I was in middle school, my cousin Tiffany had him. I actually got this brownie body back in elementary from my grandparents. And when I got in middle school, my cousin Tiffany had them. And then she gave them back to me for my 15th birthday. And you can tell he's really, this body is really old because that's not his original nose or his original eyes. Had some work done there. So for this body there, but see now he got a new body. It's in the other room, but but there's videos of the channel of his new body though. That I got from Build a Bear. I want to say, I'm trying to think when I got that, when I got his new body. I think it was before. I think it was. I think it was like 2018, possibly, maybe 2018 or 2019, possibly. Yeah, it was. I know it was before COVID there, but yeah. So yeah, so that's. But yeah, but I had got the old body back before Build a Bear. um, so then I also had got a Optimus Prime Transformer from Transformers Armada. It was actually like a little miniature Optimus Prime. And later I got an official Optimus Prime Armada Transformer because it had the electronic trailer that I did not. Now, I knew it could fold up for his super mode, but what I didn't know is that until and I found this out in a toy review years later, that there was I knew there was electronics in it, but I did not know that the cab part of Optimus was like a remote to the trailer where you could actually have the trailer transform itself. So I wish I knew that back then there, but you know. So yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to think my 16th birthday. Okay, that was my 15th birthday. Oh yeah. 16th birthday. That was when I had somewhat of a little get together with my cousin Tiffany, and then also had a little small something for Easter afterwards at the church. But I remember the week leading up to my birthday, I did I had my video camera and I did what was called my Gabe spring break movie, and it was like I think it took like 3 VHS tapes there of me just doing stuff during spring break. I even had a part in there while I was playing with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff at my mom's school and stuff. And yeah, it was just kind of random because I just like filming back then. I've been doing making videos even before YouTube there. So before YouTube was even a thing there. So I probably would have got a lot of views if YouTube was around back then. Um, so yeah, so that it was that. And also I remember there was a very special episode of Yu-Gi-Oh that came on with Exodia Necros there, summoned by Seto Kaiba's stepdad Gozaboro. The mighty Exodia Necros! Checkmate Seto! And they had like this contest where you had to enter who played the card, which obviously I knew who played it. It was his stepdad. But I never did get to get the postcard in that they required. Yeah, and I was it would. I wish I did because if I had won it, I would have got a Wing Dragon of Raw and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny game for I think for the place. I think it was either the PlayStation or the PlayStation 2. So yeah, that would have been a good little win there. So there was that, and that was my 16th birthday. Then there was my 17th birthday. By the time we got to my 17th birthday, my mom had remarried at this point. This when I got my stepdad, which I just call him Dad, because as far as I'm concerned, he pretty much is my dad. Um, we had a little bit of a party for me there. My cousin and my stepsister hung out with me for my birthday and everything. And I think I also hung out with one of my cousins too. Went to like the movies or something like that. I'm not sure what movie we went to see because I've seen quite a bit of movies with my cousin on my dad's side there. But I'm not sure which one we saw on my birthday though. But I know some of the movies we've seen were Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Spy Kids 3. I think we did see Spy Kids. No, wait, no, Spy Kids. That was way before. Okay, that was back when I was like 14 or something like. Actually, 15. Yeah. So we saw Shark. We've seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I remember that. Rush Hour 3. Yeah, we saw that. Um, and I think a couple of The Pacifier. We saw that when it came out with Vin Diesel. Um, and the funny thing about when we went to see Shark Boy and Lava Girl, um, my the cousins I went to see Zachary and my cousin Nico on my dad's side. Um, so I remember we went to see it. Like our folks dropped us off at the movie theater because of course I was like 17, well about to be 17. So uh, they were like preteen at this point. So yeah, we were pretty much able to kind of be out on our own a little bit there. Um, so we went, we saw the movie. Then when we came out, we had some money on us and everything, and walked over to Applebee's right down the street from the movie theater to go eat, to go get some lunch at, and then we would go in Walmart to wait for our folks to pick us up. On our way to Applebee's, we were talking about the movie, and my cousin Nico was like, "I would." He said he would date both Lava Girl and the Ice Princess. I'm like, "How you? Wait, whoa! What happens if they both find out you're dating one?" He's like, "They ain't gonna find out. I date the like, I, and keeping it." Oh, thank you. I be yeah. I did my best there. I have it just be a lot that I be having to say there, so I think that kind of helps with it a lot there. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying. It. Appreciate that there. But he said he said he would date Lava Girl. I think like from 6 and drop her off at 9, then go pick up the Ice Princess. I was like, well, you're gonna get either frozen or roasted when they find out that you dating both of them at the same time, boy. So he said it'll be worth it. So, um, and yeah, like I said, he was Nico. Now Nico was kind of rough back then, kind of he was kind of what you would call the bad boy back then. But sad, he last time I saw him, he actually was trying to. He said he actually admitted that there were some things that he wasn't proud of, and he was trying to turn his life around. He even had a little girlfriend and everything. I think they were going to get married, and he was telling me how he's like, yeah, I'm trying to turn my life around, Gabe. There, and then the next thing, shortly after that conversation, a few weeks later, he ended up somebody broke in his house and shot him and his girlfriend. Man, and I was like, and yeah, I was like, man, I just talked to him. He was wanting to turn his life around and everything. Why did it have to happen to him? So yeah, I was really upset about things. Like, yeah, the guy was just trying to turn his life around. Yeah, so God rest his soul there. I mean, at least it's a so. But at least I do have my memories of him there. Him, both me and also my cousin Zachary. He hung out with us a lot there. Back in high school there. So he so that was it was one of those movies on my 17th birthday. 18th birthday, right after I graduated from high school, and I also even had a reunion at my elementary school for the class of '99. Uh, I remember, um, I think it was my birthday, my 18th birthday. My dad and I had a toast to manhood. Um, Now we didn't drink alcohol there. He didn't give me no alcohol because I was, I'm not 21 yet. I'm 18. But we had some sparkling grape juice, and we put them in the champagne glass, and a toast to manhood, my son. Cheers. And I got my first car after I graduated there. So that was a plus there. It was a nice little red car and everything. Yep, and so yeah, not let's see, not don't really remember much of my birthdays after that. Let's see, okay, 1920. I remember my 21st birthday, I had to work. I probably had to work on some of my other birthdays, but my 21st birthday, not only did I have to work, but it was a rough day at work on my 21st birthday. It was a Tuesday, truck day, and like nothing was going right there. Like it literally, everything was literally and metaphorically falling on me. And and the way it and my bosses never caught it. They thought I was goofing around. Like, Gabe, stop goofing around. So so by the time my work shift was over, I was like, oh, why I have to be on my birthday? But I called now Christina and I, we were engaged at this point. We hadn't got married yet, but we were engaged. I called her because we were gonna go to Bible study anyway. But I called her. She was available. She was free, and we went to the park. But right before Bible study, and felt a whole lot better then. No, that so just spent my birthday playing catch at the park. So yeah, and yeah, I think that's pretty much let's see, yeah, 30. Um, like I say, that's pretty much the biggest of the birthdays I remember, and all the ones after that were just birthday, happy birthday, get presents, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the most that I remember of all my birthdays there, and I went over 2 hours there. Well, I know probably a lot of people probably got tired by now. So yeah, I better. I thought I was gonna have time to talk about some other stuff too, but yeah. But at least I filled up the time with the subject matter. So yeah, I better go on and wrap this up there because I got a little something special to do with wifey. So yeah, I'm going to get going. And if they any of y'all like what y'all heard here, definitely like, share, subscribe, and definitely make sure to get some of our available books and everything. And like I say, support us on that Patreon, just like EJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey, and Iceman Universe. Definitely check out his YouTube channel, and just like I say, support me on Patreon. Also support Iceman Universe on Patreon too. He really yeah, because like I say, both of us could really use the support there. And also definitely hang out with us like here in the live stream and also on Discord and Facebook. And we can sell each other some stuff on that McCary app. And without further ado, we will see y'all in the next video. I guess we'll probably should have a schedule up soon for what next week gonna bring. So till then, see y'all later. Take care, everybody.